with the news then. Some shocking, crazy news at the moment going on right now. Breaking news,
everybody.
Ruby Rose exit Batwoman just before season 2. What the hell?
Why? I haven't seen season 1, but why?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've seen one episode.
And was that that wasn't the episode with the crisis, was it? Because you're still waiting for that. Oh, you did watch it.
Do you know what?
Yes.
Let me tell you about this. Wait, look, let me tell you about this now. So, I waited weeks.
By the way, guys,
if
you're listening to us on audio, you can see us on video as well. Or you can see us live on Twitch on Wednesdays around 7:30ish, or you can just find us on YouTube. Carry on.
So as Kieran continues to slap the shit out of you, carry on, guys. Yes.
So, Crisis is finally on the Flash and Arrow and Legends in this country. So I thought, let me watch. Oh, and Supergirl. So I watched the Supergirl, and this isn't actually about Crisis. This is about how they do things in this country. This is so. Supergirl one came. I was like, cool, shit, get out of the way. And then I thought, okay, maybe I can watch the Batwoman one. Batwoman, they basically put me for. Whereas can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Richard is frozen.
We can see
we
you.
can see you and hear you.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
they all right. They put all the others are on Sky One. Batwoman is on E4. So I was like, I had to wait weeks and weeks. I'm checking every week to see when episode 9 is on. For on Mondays, the week we're in now on Monday, I was okay, let me when it's gonna happen. And E4 has it listed. Episode 9 is the episode they're not even showing it. And I'm like, Rena,
E4.
you don't want to promote it. Pissed me off. So
we are losing you a bit.
Went up to my room, got me there. Yeah, this is a confession. I did it illegally.
Yeah, we
okay.
Unfortunately, we actually got the incriminating part, but
we got the lead up to it.
There was
a small bit that dropped out, and then it was like, I did it illegally.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you see that I just lost the whole team. I'm just trying to get everyone back. Hey. I don't know. It's jinx today. It's really jinx today. Yeah, we're still live. So there's no actual reason why she left. There's no one's actually said why. But it could be a few things. Yeah, he's back.
Horrible.
He's back.
So
From outer space.
there could be a few reasons why.
I'm not back.
Okay. But I can.
So there's a few reasons why she could. She might have left. She did have an accident while shooting a few months back, so it could be an issue with that. She started off in movies, and I don't know if you heard, but there was a lady who just when Star Trek Voyager was starting, they filmed a pilot with another lady, and she was a movie star as well, but she couldn't hack the just the schedule of being on TV. That's fine.
It's okay. You're much better now and clean and
Yeah,
clear.
I'm using my phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's much better.
Kudos to the phone. Okay, cool. Yeah, go on. As you were saying, so she couldn't hack the kind of schedule,
TV schedule.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So it could be something like that because she just came back from. She just came off starring in movies as well. Or it could just simply be trolls as well. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like her acting in this series, so it could be that. There's no actual.
Right. I was wondering if it was the trolls, because I'm gonna go back to my rant in a minute. By the way, anyway, I don't know if you guys have read Batwoman, Kate Kane Batwoman, but especially like Rebirth time. She Ruby Rose portrayed her really, really well. She's that kind of militant, no nonsense Batwoman.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the show. I've only seen her in the crossover last year and the crossover this year, and I thought she was really good. She's actually one of my favorite things about it.
Yeah.
I think I only just found out today after watching the last episode of Crisis that she's left the show.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad. I was like, what?
Yeah.
They're talking about replacing her as well. I'm like,
with who though? Because she fits the role like really well, kind of thing.
This is the other thing.
Yeah.
This is the other thing. When I read, because I read it on the BBC website, they were talking about getting someone who's actually part of the LG, and I'm like,
again.
I'm like, and I honestly feel like that's why she's leaving. I really do.
What? Say that again. Sorry, I missed that.
They want to get someone who's actually part of the LGBTQ to play Kate.
But she is.
Isn't she LG? She's LGBTQ.
Well, that's what I thought. But apparently,
so some of the trolls were trolling because she's bisexual. She's not actually just gay for some reason.
Right.
There's
that's where I have a problem right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, the trolls are ridiculous. Like, it really peed me off when I heard this, and I was thinking, oh, maybe it's the trolls that made her stop. Because I think she's sick. I haven't watched all of it. I've seen some of them. She's not too bad, but it's like trolls are just, oh man. The things that people were complaining about, for me, it's not valid, man.
I feel like these days, it's like whenever in any situation these days, and not just the LGBTQ, just people who've got phones and Instagram.
Yeah.
And Twitter.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, whenever they don't like, this is what bugs me. Whenever somebody does something, movie, game, whatever, somebody does something, trolls get, oh, don't do that. They're like, instead of just doing what they already had planned, they listen. Whereas back in the day, before we had all this, we take what we got. You know, I mean,
yeah. You can have your opinion, but it's just like, just calm down.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean,
even if like everyone's got an opinion, it's the fact that I think part of the problem is the trolls are the people who listen. Like, if I was ever in a position to do whatever, if we're doing this show and people were like, "Oh, Red Hood, I don't like that you said that," well, I'm like, "Well, fuck it, don't watch."
Yeah.
I
don't know, man. Like I said, I've only seen a few episodes. I haven't stopped watching it because I don't like it. I've just stopped watching it because I've just stopped watching all of it. Like for some reason after the Infinity, after the Crisis, after the Crisis, I think I just missed a couple of episodes and then just haven't gone back on it. So I used to watch The Flash. I used to watch, obviously Arrow's done now. I used to watch the other one where they're flying through different times, Bun Black Lightning, and then
them there spreading words. What was Kieran's like? All right, I'm gonna get you. Fight.
I just stopped watching all of them. So
Yeah, but I think it's a real shame because, again, I haven't watched them like all of them. I think I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes, and I think she like really suits the role.
Yeah,
she's really good at the role. She's really good in the role.
I think so.
And for whatever reason that she's leaving, like you said, like if it is an injury or she doesn't like the scheduling, then I can understand that. And I do hope it's not trolls, because it's just like the woman's she's barely just done season 1. You know what I mean? You know, season 1's like, you know, kind of like the pilot of all things. It's you know, the nitty gritty gets into season 2. That's when you get to see an actor at, you know what I mean? Getting a good source. So yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame kind of thing. But I understand it's like, in terms of the scheduling, I understand like if she's a movie actress. Yeah. That's a slower pace. You get more time, kind of, and then
and they do
obviously TV.
Sorry, I was going to say, and to carry on from what you're saying, to link to that, they do shoot in Vancouver as well. So they're in Canada. They're not in LA or anything. I think some of it they do shoot in LA, but yeah, it's all in Canada. Most of it's in Canada as well. So she did give out a statement actually. This was on, I think it was it on Hollywood Reporter. So this is her quote. She says, I have made the very difficult decision to not return to Batwoman next season. This was not a decision I made lightly, as I have the utmost respect for the cast, crew, and everyone involved with the show in both Vancouver and in Los Angeles. I am beyond appreciative to Greg Berlanti, Sarah Sacher, and Caroline Dries for not only giving me the incredible opportunity, but for welcoming me into the DC universe. They have so beautifully created. Thank you, Peter, Ruth, and Mark Podolsk.
We'll take that.
And the teams at Warner Brothers and the CW who put so much into the show and always believed in me. Thank you to everyone who made season 1 a success. I am truly grateful.
Oh, bless her.
Yes.
I know. So who's going to play her now?
No word.
I don't think they've announced that. It's just, I think the news at the moment is the fact that she's just stepped down. So I suppose they'll hold casting calls and. But I honestly think it's a shame for the show. I think it's a shame for the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
bro. I just think it's a shame. Ruby Rose is just dope in general as well.
Yeah, she's a really good actor. Like, come to Marvel, babe.
And she was
got plenty of gags.
We'll see her there. I bet we'll see her there.
She was really happy about it as well. Because I remember when she first came on, like she was like ecstatic, and that was like her character kind of thing. She loved that character. So. I do really think it might be the accident that happened. Maybe that's kind of stopped her. I hope. I know it's bad.
The one where the stunt one.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I kind of hope it's that one, because I think if she's been fired or if it's the trolls, then I think that's even worse. Like, because but. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad, man.
Yeah. Well, if it is the accident, help.
That woman.
Yeah, and if it is the accident, I hope you get better.
Yeah, defo. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got Ruth on the sauce.
You my rant. I need to get out of my system. I was
go on, do your rant. Go on.
Go, do the rant.
Do a little bit calmer now. So.
Okay.
I waited weeks to watch Crisis on... Not even weeks. It's been months. It's been about 5 months, and it came to this country late. I don't like streaming things because it's becoming increasingly long these days. I don't have a VPN yet, and blah, 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 blah. So it all finally came... These shows finally came in. The stupid country finally got it. But Batwoman was put on E4. All the other shows were Sky 1. I finally watched Supergirl episode. I can't stand that show. And then
no one can.
Boy.
Yeah.
I watched that one. Then episode 2 would have been on E4 in Batwoman. So I'm scrolling for weeks, checking the schedule to see when they're going to show it. It's supposed to be episode 9. Finally got there. On Monday, I checked when it's supposed to air. It's supposed to air this coming Sunday. But then I looked at the episode, like the description of the episode, and it was the episode afterwards, after Crisis. And it's like, it's such a mistake. It's like blatantly E4 swooped in to get this show because they knew it would get the ratings, but they purposely didn't show Crisis because they knew, or as far as they're concerned, oh, that would be promoting. This is why I assume they did. That would be promoting the Flash and Arrow and Legend.
That's dumb. I mean,
and I'm like, it's stupid. Hey, if you just put the show on, if you decided to buy it, put the Crisis on, because your viewership would have been sick.
Yeah.
Like you would have had, assuming they still run on, I don't know, ratings or whatever. But I think that was just such a spiteful bullshit punk move to do.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Mad fan. If you're watching Batwoman, you're a fan of everything else. So everybody in this country who doesn't do it a certain way is gonna, it was just a piss take. So anyway, I ended up finding it online. I actually had to go online and find it, and I found it and I watched it. I wasn't happy with some of the decisions they did in that episode, but I was just okay.
That's
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you need to watch it.
You force our hands. You do. Force our hands. Force our hands. Oh.
Damn you, television people.
Okay, so next is Netflix. The Umbrella Academy Season 2 is out on the 31st of July, 2020.
Oh my God. About time.
Yeah.
About time.
They can't go anywhere they can't do a press run.
They did a trailer. A trailer of them. You know the scene where they're all in their rooms as their characters, and they start doing the I think I'm alone. Yeah. So the actors did it in their own rooms, in their own houses, and obviously it started with the guy, guy, who's like, no,
that guy's
and then
massive still.
It goes to the guy,
even without the makeup.
He is huge, and he's huge, and then all the other cast members were doing their little dance thing, and I was like, oh
yeah, it was nice.
It's so cute, and then one of them had that umbrella.
They actually did that.
Yeah. Because they couldn't do anything, like you said. They can't do a press thing or do, you know what I mean. So it's just like, and then one guy had the actual umbrella, and he swirled it around. And he was like, Umbrella Academy, July 2020. I was like, it was so cute.
You have seen it, Karen, right?
So
yeah, man, I watched Umbrella Academy.
No, we got to check.
You got to check.
Sometimes,
got to double check.
I watched it, man. It's cool. I watched it.
Man's like, I watched one episode.
You asked me the same thing about The Boys last week, you know? Like, I watched it.
The Boys are coming out in July as well, so we're going to have a double.
It's going to be a super July, you know?
I know. Just get through June.
For real. So
we're definitely excited.
If you guys come up with mad, if you're listening to this podcast, you've got to have watched The Umbrella Academy, because that was probably one of the best comic book TV series on TV for a very long time. I can say very long time.
And I'm going to spoil it. Mary J. Blige is all up in there. Okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what? For a woman who said you don't want no drama in her life, she
drama.
I'm cosplaying that when we
get for real. For real. That's sick.
I know. No, I can't wait for it. It's going to be amazing.
I can read this synopsis if you haven't.
Looking at me. So son keeps looking at me because, like, obviously he's hearing every other word. I'm just spouting random things like, if we get to Comic-Con and Mary J. Blige, and he's like,
what
are you talking about, Daddy? I hope he's. Well, actually, it's not for. These is not for kids.
It's not for kids.
This is not for kids.
It's okay. Just tell him to watch Avatar and learn from Aang and the Airbenders, okay? Go watch it on Netflix if you haven't seen it already, because you just need to watch it or change your life. It's just changing lives. Anyway, what's going on?
Synopsis. On the same day in 1989, 43 infants are born to random unconnected women who showed no signs of pregnancies the day before. 7 are adopted by a billionaire who creates the Umbrella Academy and prepares his children to save the world. Now the 6 surviving members reunite upon the news of their father's passing and must work together to solve a mystery surrounding his death. But his strange family begins to come apart due to their divergent personalities and abilities, not to mention the imminent threat of a global apocalypse.
Go ahead.
Their dad. Hold up.
he is Professor Charles Xavier, but
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
slightly more, slightly, because he's still trying to do.
Actually,
hero.
no, he wasn't
Yeah.
really, because he still did a shady thing.
But to one of
but
them.
still,
And
yeah,
he Jean Greyed
Yeah.
the last. He basically Jean Greyed the
Yeah.
last girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, spoilers, by the way.
I feel like he's a distant cousin.
Yeah.
Distant cousin. Like,
Yeah.
it's like Uncle
Yeah.
Xavier.
Alright.
Hey,
Speaking of distant cousins, Star Trek. CBS All Access has announced that they've got a new Star Trek series called Star Trek Strange New Worlds. If you guys have been watching Star Trek Discovery, you would know that this is a story about Captain Pike and Spock and the first officer, number one, which I find weird because they never actually say her first name or her name, but saying that, I don't even know her name either.
yeah. Number one.
Yeah, I was supposed to research that before coming live, but you know. But if you don't know, Captain Pike, he was the captain before Captain Kirk on the Starship Enterprise. What actually happened was they filmed a pilot to Star Trek, and Kirk wasn't in it. It was Captain Pike and Leonard Nimoy as Spock. That episode got that wasn't accepted. I forgot I think they took a while for them to actually get it back on. There was so much stuff going on at that time. But they finally managed to get Star Trek on, and what they actually did was they kept that episode and put it in a later episode, and they kind of like it was like a flashback episode, so they'll go back to when because Captain Pike came back in an episode, but something that happened to him, so they went back and did like flashback episodes. So yeah.
Okay. Yay.
What do you guys feel about this Strange New Worlds?
Okay, so I don't mind the prequels. I don't mind them. I just don't like when they go so far back when it's kind of already been done. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like.
For me, I think I finally found out what it is about the prequels. About prequels that I don't like is that you know what's not gonna, what isn't gonna happen. So like if you,
it's like I was gonna say, like, say you know a character's gonna die, and that character is in the prequel for a certain amount of time. You know their fate. You know that if they have anything that kind of expands on the character, like a dream, like a goal, whatever. Like, but you know, it's not gonna happen. The other thing I don't necessarily like about prequels sometimes is how they would use that as an excuse to retcon.
And they always do a retcon somehow.
I mean, if there was like a segment of a prequel that directly links to something that's brand new that's coming that we just haven't seen, like, you know, like a piece of the puzzle, then that's fine. But
the thing is, I like Anson Mount. I like Anson Mount and Ethan Peck. They are good at their roles as Captain Pike. When Captain Pike was on Discovery, I did actually really like those episodes, and I think he portrays them well. I just like you said, I just feel when you got a prequel, you know what's not going to happen, and then you're kind of expecting like little Easter eggs and they already did that as well in an episode of Discovery. So I'm like I don't know, but I do kind of like the way that they're done Discovery in a sense that they've pushed them to the future. But I know that wasn't. It doesn't seem to be something that they had planned from the beginning.
And
So
they need to actually open the can of worms that is this Star Trek Discovery, and just like I need them to finish that off, because I feel incomplete. Because they went off and did a madness, and I'm like, firstly, I really wanted to see your doppelgangers, the evil doppelgangers of you lot. I really wanted that. And then 2, where'd you go? Yeah. What you doing? What's happening?
Well,
How far into the future have you gone?
We still might see that, because I don't think they officially said it, but I remember hearing or reading somewhere that there is something going on with the Section 38 series.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that will be like I forgot the character's name actually.
I know the people all in black. Yes.
Yeah. But it will be her series. What's her name?
The woman who's the evil one.
Yeah.
She helped everybody. I can't remember her name. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Go on, Kieran. Kieran's like,
even when you started this conversation, I've been trying to think of her name. Like,
yeah.
I can't remember.
And all that comes to name is Ming Na. I'm like, no, it's not Ming Na. It's
Michelle Yao. That's it.
Yes.
Michelle Yao.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yay.
So we're gonna get Discovery season 3 now.
Yeah.
Strange New Worlds and the Section 31.
Okay. Well, you know,
when many different places, it's confusing.
Yeah. I mean, I like.
You're not sure Picard is part of this. Is it not? Is it?
No. Yeah, that's the thing.
Does that mean it's not? Does that mean that this one?
It's supposed to be canon.
Is it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be canon.
Oh my god! I gotta go back and watch all of the Star Trek now.
That's a good mission to get into, man.
Yeah. Oh my days. I see what you did there. Energized. I see what you did there. That's why you come here, for the jokes. There we go. Okay, what we got next?
Okay.
We're gonna go back and watch all of Star Trek.
Yeah. Furiosa to be recast for Mad Max Fury Road prequel.
Well, yeah, she has to, because she was the one who was going to help her people stop eating skin and learn to eat fruits. So she needs to come back.
Yeah.
Because she was a badass. She got one arm, and it's great.
Oh yeah, she had one arm, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Mad Max?
I did. That was a sick film, man. I did actually like that film.
Watch it, Kieran.
No.
Yes, I did.
Watch it. Watch it tonight.
I've watched it. I've seen it like.
Not the Mel Gibson one.
Nope.
Those ones was sick still. But Mel Gibson's an idiot now.
Mel Gibson, I'm talking about the one with Bane. Right?
Yes. The one with Bane. Yes. The one with Tom Hardy.
Hardy, yeah.
People in there like, you can't do this to these people.
I thought it was really hilarious because just halfway into the film, he had like a mask on his face. I was like, really? You can't give the man a break, okay? Give the man a break. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I feel like they need to bring most of them back, and I need if we'll see if they're gonna do is this a prequel or a sequel?
So it's a prequel. It will be a prequel, and it won't be Charlie Theron anymore. They're gonna just cast someone else. Basically, George Miller, the director, he said, for the longest time I thought we could just use CG de-aging on Charlie's, but I don't think we're nearly there yet. Despite the valiant attempts on The Irishman, I think there's still an uncanny valley. Everyone is on the verge of solving it, particularly Japanese video game designers, but there's still a pretty wide valley, I believe. So basically he's saying that he doesn't believe that they can do the de-aging on Charlie Theron.
Why the hell are you going to do a prequel? Just do a sequel, then you don't have to age defy her.
Did she die? Did she die in
what, Mad Max?
Yeah.
No, she became the ruler of the...
Hang on a sec. In this prequel, how many years? How old is she supposed to be in it?
Well, there's no detail on any of that.
I just think back in the day, I can't remember what I was watching where they did this recently as well. But back in the day, they would just get the actor to dress
young,
yeah,
and do stuff with their voice to indicate that they're younger.
Yeah.
And I feel like Charlize, however you say her name.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, Charlize Pheromones. She looks young enough. She looks young enough for them to throw on some makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they still,
herself.
Yeah.
they still put her in prosthetics.
But
Just put her in, like, makeup artists are brilliant. Like, have people not seen them? I've seen women turn themselves into Drake with makeup. Like, it's just.
I have seen white women go black with makeup.
That's there we go. Don't do that, by the way. Richard's like, I'm leaving.
This is done. It's done. It gets done.
Do not catfish yourself or blackfish yourself. Anyway, but yeah, no, they've got like makeup artists that can do amazing things, and I think what's upsetting is that the technology aspect of it is like, we're going to heavily rely on VFX, and I was like, but makeup artists are so good. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's and prosthetics are so good, so you can just put her in a prosthesis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's fine. But why do a prequel? We know what happens.
Yeah.
Everything gets dried up, and ugly. The man that freaked me out is there. And,
on effects, real quick on the things like effects. I feel like Hollywood is relying too heavily on computerized stuff in general as well. Like back in the day, Star Wars and all those kind of other fantasy movies where we had and like Gremlins and stuff. If they made Gremlins now, I guarantee there will be a horde of Gremlins CGI.
Yeah.
But back in the day, we had like little robots,
puppets, all of that.
In terms of R2D2, they found a small person and put him in this thing and let him run around in it. They used actual, I don't know what they used to make it, but they had actual stuff on set that would get your clothes red. Now, movie it was, but it's just like CGI blood, and it's just like. And back in the day, they would just use makeup to make someone either look older or younger. And played old white men.
I know.
Without CGI, can we go back to them times and just actually put in some work instead of saying, "Oh, we can't do it because"?
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I really thought it was a sequel because it would have been nice to have that kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again, it's just with the prequels, we know what's going to happen.
Depending on, I don't know. I don't know. Do you reckon they could do her like younger? It depends how young they're gonna do her. Like for the sequel, she's 44 years old. I think she has the look to kind of make her look a bit younger. I don't think you need to go wild on the de-aging with her. But like you said, with good prosthetics and good makeup, she can look younger, man.
Yeah, I mean they did the rubbish. I didn't see it. Gemini film with Will Smith made him look younger.
Oh no, that wasn't fine. That wasn't fine.
Okay, I saw the trailer. Maybe it looked fine because it was moving quickly.
So it's like you should said everything was like this.
Yeah. No, that wasn't good.
Okay.
That wasn't fine.
Yeah, that looked good. That looked good. Yeah.
But it's all
don't
blurry.
do it like the Gemini film.
Yeah.
But if because obviously in the movie Furiosa is like she's like big sister, so she's probably in like her mid-20s, roughly in the movie. And like all her other sisters are like, you know, like obviously when they do that sacrilegious thing of like you just hit 18 or you just hit 16, and you know the weird guy with the face mask is going to impregnate you with his pus body. Gross. Watch the film; it's really good. But yeah. But yeah, it's just, you know, I mean, unless they take it back to when she's a kid and then like she sees how it all got to this kind of Mad Maxian stuff. Yeah. But it's not even about her. It's not even about Furiosa. It's about Mad Max. So.
Yeah. Well, this one I think.
No, I just want to know: is Mad Max supposed to be in this prequel?
I don't think so. I think this is actually it could be.
It's just that he didn't meet
it's
them
a Mad
until.
Max prequel,
but he didn't meet that character until that movie, so that's what I was saying about prequels and retcons.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh well.
From this one.
Never mind. Yeah, might have to skip this one. No.
No, I don't know. I like the director, and Mad Max was pretty good. And I don't really have that much. There's not like that much history with Mad Max as well. So, other than obviously the Mel Gibson ones, So I don't know. It could be one where I'm interested in into watching.
I need a trailer.
So actually, it is a Furiosa spin-off. So it will be just her. It won't be It's Mad Max Furiosa, basically.
Oh, right. This is like a Harley Quinn. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. I do like Furiosa, but okay, we'll see.
So before we get on to comic news, there's one quick one that we need to get through, and that's Swamp Thing on CW. Basically, this. Yeah, about time, exactly. Quickly, it's not a season 2. It's still being cancelled, but they're just putting it on CW. Me personally, I hope that people do watch it on CW and bring the ratings up, because that series, I watched it through and it was sick, and out of anything that deserves a second season. So I do hope this helps it to get another season.
Watch it. Go.
CW, and I think all the new stuff, Swamp Thing, what are they called? I was going to say Umbrella Academy,
Doom Patrol,
and Teen Titans, or Titans. I love those 3 shows. I thought those 3 shows were sick. We need more of those and less of the other stuff.
Yes. I too agree with the Teen Titans or Titans. And I need to see Swamp Thing. I haven't seen it.
I'm watching Swamp Thing. It's just that I didn't have a platform to watch it on, because again, if they forced my hand.
There we go. Yay, CW Swamp Thing. I have a really good friend who says that Swamp Thing is really good.
Swamp Thing.
There you go.
You know what? It was a good horror. If you're into horror, you'll definitely like this, because there were some crazy bits in there, and you're like, I didn't even believe they'll put something like this in the series. But
you know what? That's what I was gonna say. I feel like because CW has, I don't know what the time slot is for these shows, but like Swamp Thing was on a platform where
it was on a streaming.
On Netflix. It was
on their streaming.
It was on a streaming platform. If they put that on TV,
I hope they don't do that. They shouldn't do that, man. I really hope that those times are gone now. Where they put.
I'm sorry, but judging just by the cartoons that they give kids these days, and I know it's kind of different, but people are mad soft these days. I feel like coming up, 90s, early 2000s, things were okay, but people are just soft these days. They want to.
I got something to tell you about a certain cartoon later, but we'll get on to that in reviews.
Intriguing.
I don't have a beard, so I'm just gonna play it.
I do love your hair, by the way. It does look sick.
Yeah, it looks dope.
Oh, thank you. I love you lot's beard. Oh, you lot have been here since I had shaved head to long hair.
Shaved head, dyed head, braid,
everything.
Yeah. A typical black girl, just all the hair. And I love you lot's beards. I'm very happy every time I see you lot. They're like,
my cousin called me Moses today.
That was jokes.
I definitely need I need my barber, man. I'm missing my barber. I'm definitely missing my barber.
Barbers around the world are just holding their razors like, Sue. Sue.
Growing your hair back in any way, shape, or form, even if you want to touch up. Tell them touch up the sides.
Just shape up. I just need a shape up.
When barbers, I used to go there when I used to have my afro out just to get my beard lined up. They get happy when they see you walking there with an afro, boy. I'm like, you need to fool.
Back it up.
Don't get too excited, dude.
Alright. I come out here bald, you come out dead. That's what I'm saying.
There we go. That's it.
Alright.
There we go. Okay, what we got next?
Speaking of coming out dead,